Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. There are a lot of ways to make mistakes in the world of precious metals, especially as a beginner, so I'm going to go over some of the most uh, common stacking mistakes that I see, especially in the beginner category. Now, some people still make these mistakes even as experienced stackers because there's so much emotional attachment that gets involved with this hobby or investment. So, the first I want to go into is impulse buying. Now, it's very easy, very easy to overspend when you get into the world of precious metals. There's so many options, so much variety, and you found this new niche, this new hobby, and it's fun, it's really addicting. So you want to be careful and you want to be able to budget properly. Now, if you don't, you're going to be setting yourself up for a lot of catching up to do. Especially in the beginning, you want to buy as much silver for as cheap as possible. But I really want to extend that word as cheap as possible because if not, then you're raising your dollar per cost average. You want to keep your dollar per ounce average as low as possible. And that includes, or that entails buying bullion. This means junk silver, generic rounds, buying the JM Bullion 10-ounce starting kit, the starter pack where it's 10 ounces of silver at spot price. It's only one per household, but that can make a big difference. So setting a budget and definitely following through with it. It's so easy to overspend, especially when you see these other people doing these 100 or 1,000 ounce unboxings. You want to be like them, or it's highly influenced upon, but you definitely want to stay back and stay in your range. If just because you can buy something doesn't mean you can afford to buy it. And I say that a lot because it's so true. And a lot of people try to live out of the realistic expectations or the realistic positions that they are in. So make sure you're managing yourself. You don't want to be spending so much money on silver you can't feed your kids or you can't pay rent or anything. Fiat currency still is the most important to have because that's how you buy food, water, and shelter. So just to reflect upon that, I definitely think that in the beginning, have a safety net. Say you're only going to buy 10 ounces of silver per month, or maybe 20 ounces per month, or something along those lines, and stick to it. If that includes maybe not buying Starbucks every day or cooking at home instead of going out to eat every day. Whatever the case is, how to make that work is up to you, but you definitely want to be budgeting because trust me, the price of silver isn't going anywhere. And I think this also happens a lot because people when they find silver, they think this price is going to explode overnight, so they want to get it right now while it's cheap. But I'm here to tell you that silver is not going to be $50 tomorrow. You have time to accumulate silver, so don't feel rushed. Trust me, even if you're stacking 10 ounces a week or 10 ounces a month, you're still going to have a nice foundation in some time. It just acquires patience, and that's definitely a lesson that you will learn, which is also very beneficial because you can apply that to other areas of your life. So impulse buying is definitely something you want to be careful with. Buy under your conditions and stick to them. So when it comes to buying, another thing I want to talk about is selling. Panic selling is something to the extreme, but we can talk about selling in general before we go into panic selling. So when you sell, it's you capitalizing off some profits. You're turning in some silver, maybe even trading gold for silver, silver for gold, using the gold to silver ratio to your advantage, whatever the case is. But since this is more of a beginner type video, I'm just going to talk about selling. So depending on which types of silver you're selling is going to depend on where you sell that silver to. You're not going to sell all your silver to one place because you have different types of silver, or if you did, then you would sell it to, let's, for instance, if you have some pandas and some generic silver and some junk silver, you're going to sell your pandas on eBay because that's where you can get the highest bang for your buck. You can sell them for the most profit on there. But the generic silver and the junk silver, you're probably going to want to go to your local coin shop. They both have their benefits. The coin shop, you get the cash right away. It's cash in hand and it's easy. It's an easy way to liquidate. But the pandas, if you take them to your local coin shop, he's going to charge you around spot price, so you definitely don't want to sell any type of high premium silver there. That's very important to understand because a lot of people make this mistake and they're selling themselves short by the highest degree. I mean, you won't even break even if you do it that way because you're paying around $29 for pandas and he's going to charge you maybe $20 if you get lucky. So you definitely want to avoid that. You can get $29, $30 back on your pandas if you do sell them on eBay, but this also entails a little bit more work. This means you're going to have to make an eBay page. You're going to have to build a reputation so people actually believe your silver is real. You're going to have to take several pictures, 5 to 6 pictures per listing. You have to write out a description. It also won't get your money right away, and you have to pay eBay and PayPal fees. So if you want to make more money that way, you can, but it also means you're going to have to put in the work. The hard work will pay off. A lot of people don't want to do it that way, or they didn't think they signed up for that. You know how many comments I've seen on my videos where people say, hey Slayer, I'm ready to sell some of my stack, but I didn't realize how much work it is, because selling on eBay, it's a full-time job within itself. So if you don't have that type of time or patience, then you might want to start stacking more bullion, because this will definitely be the easier route for you. And it also does entail its pros, which you get the cash in hand. I definitely recommend building relationships with the owners of your local coin shops, and for that reason itself, sometimes he will give you better deals. And also when it goes to buying, building a reputation or building a relationship with them, a lot of times they'll put away coins for you. Like my local coin shop, he knows I love walking liberties, so he puts away he puts away walking liberties, so when I come in, he always has some. Where if the everyday person came in, he would say he doesn't have any. So that's something that definitely helps, and they're in the business of selling precious metals. So use that to your advantage. Pick their brain. You can learn so much from them. But I definitely do want to reiterate and say that if you are going to be buying silver or selling, understand which type of silver it is so you can sell to the appropriate place to get the most money. Now, APMEX isn't the Walmart of silver or precious metals. A lot of people think that APMEX has the lowest prices for everything. That's not true. APMEX might have the best prices for pandas, but JM Bullion might have the best prices for kookaburras, and Provident Metals might have the best prices for maple leafs. So this also definitely is something you need to understand, because maybe when you're going to buy, you should only be buying, from APMEX this round, because they might have, if you're buying let's for instance, let's say this month you want to buy pandas. So if APMEX is the place that has the lowest price for pandas, then buy your pandas. But next month, if you're going to start buying some kookaburras, and Provident Metals has the best prices for those, don't always go to APMEX, because you can save money and get cheaper prices from Provident Metals. So that's something that a lot of people miss, but you also make sure you always want to be spending at least $100 so you can get that free shipping, because almost every bullion dealer gives free shipping on orders over $100. You never want to buy just a couple of ounces at a time. Wait a couple more paychecks or a couple more months and then buy in bulk. That's definitely going to help. Also, buying in bulk like tubes of American Eagles, it's a great route to go. So when it goes along with that, signing up for the newsletters, this is how you get informed on the earliest releases of the new coins, or when a coin is back in stock, or even just information on the markets or what's happening in the world of precious metals, kind of like I do, but it'll be a newsletter. So signing up for those is extremely important. Not only will you get the latest information on the world of precious metals, but also you'll get informed when coins come in stock or when they're on the market, on the shelf, and you have a better advantage of getting them before they sell out, because trust me, like the Swans, the Krugerrands, coins like that are extremely profitable, they do sell out very, very, very fast. So you definitely want to sign up for the newsletters. So anyways, just to recap, impulse buying and panic selling is definitely something that you want to avoid. learning from your mistakes is definitely going to help you out. Everyone's going to make mistakes when you're stacking. Trust me, I've made mistakes, but I learned from them and then I never make those mistakes again. So if you can learn from that, don't beat yourself up, and also get educated watching videos like this, and other channels. It's definitely going to help. It's going to make you money, because the more informed you are, the wiser your decisions is, the more, it's the more effective your stacking strategy is going to be, in return going to put more money into your pocket. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, because I do post daily videos. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.